Hello, how are you guys? I want to pop this video in here and show you guys how I get ready. I am going to use my mini double decker today, and I am going to show you guys a pretty neutral eyeshadow look. First, I'm going to put my moisturizer on, and while I do that, I want to introduce myself. My name is Brittany. I am an independent artist with Mascara Beauty. Everything I'm going to be using today is mascara products, brushes, moisturizer, and compacts. It is a very versatile cream makeup. We are most known for our 3D foundation. It is gluten-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, fragrance-free, and totally customizable to you and your makeup needs. So all of our brushes are double-ended. I'm gonna get started with my 30-second hack brush. This is great for beginners. And you can see that my tin is a little low here, so I'm scraping the sides, but you wanna come in with that first brightening highlight, and you're just gonna come in and swipe this under the eye, out to your hairline, down the side of your nose, and just fill in that triangle area. This is going to replace your traditional concealer, so you can use it to conceal any blemishes, any scarring, hyperpigmentation, anything that you don't love. You're gonna use your brightening highlight on, and especially that under eye area, and it's gonna get rid of all those veins and just cover everything up really nicely. So the whole point of 3D foundation is for it to be applied in one layer. So the days of 5 layers of makeup are long gone. Amazing. So I'm gonna come in with my same tapered end and dip into my main highlight. This is gonna be the closest thing to your traditional foundation. This is gonna match your skin tone. And I like to start at the corner of my mouth and work my way up and fill this in. And then come back in and go corner of my mouth up to the top of my ear. Fill this in, your chin, and then you're just gonna use any extra along your jawline, your mouth, the end of your nose, and then maybe one more swipe in. And now I would call this the McDonald's arch. And you're just gonna swipe this over and connect it to where you brought that brightening out. So you can see now that I have my hairline out, the hollows of my cheeks out, and now it's time for my third custom color. So this is gonna be my contour, and I've been using the tapered end, so now I'm gonna flip and use the flat end, and I'm just gonna stamp in to that contour. Today I'm using Stone. And you just wanna go right in the hollows of your cheeks. If you are having trouble finding the hollow of your cheek, you can make a fish face, or you can also put your brush on your face and feel where that is and just roll down right underneath, and you're just gonna hug that cheekbone with this contour. I love that we have so many different options of contour. I originally started wearing this makeup with the color Olive, and I was not as tan then, and it was a little too dark for me. And now I love all of them because they all just give such a pretty different finish. But really, once you get matched, you can kind of play and go from there. So I'm just patting it along my hairline and my temples and connecting it over to the hollows of my cheeks. I'm also gonna stamp in a little bit and just brush my jawline. So I would say if you want a softer contour day, Stone is really pretty for that if you are a little bit more olive toned. And then I'm just dipping my finger in and just really connecting my eyebrow down to my nose and creating the illusion of like a little button nose. Also, a hot tip that I love is I'm gonna put that contour on my lips. This is great for lip liner to give you the illusion of bigger lips. It's also great as a base if you want a brighter color to show up. I am going for like a more nude look today, so I'm just going to use this actually as a base. So you can come in and blend with your Perfector sponge, and I love that option, but I also love the B squared brush, and one side is more dense and one side is more dense and one side is more fluffy. So I like to be able, if you like bronzer like I do, you can actually use this brush to blend in all of your makeup. And I'm just pressing, I'm not swiping. I just am coming in and pressing in the same order that I put these colors on my face. And then when I get to the contour, now I'm gonna start to buff it in and just lightly swirl. And then I can come to my nose and just move this back and forth and blend that in. And then come on my jawline. And it's really pretty. Like, you don't want to over blend your contour out. The whole point is to create those shadows on your face. So I also am going to show you guys some eyeshadow, but first I want to do my lip color. So I am going to use the color Bare today. I'm going for like a more nude look. So I'm just going to rub my finger and press this on the apple of my cheek. Rub my finger, press this on the apple of my cheek, and I can even use my brush and tap and blend and blend. And then you can also use this to blend it in. So I'm just gonna, I like to bring my blush like back into my contour and just kind of marry those two colors in the middle. I am going to do my lips, but first I want to fill in my eyebrows, and I am going to use this indigo color, and I'm actually going to show you how to do this with your eyeshadow everything brush. So if you don't have a spoolie brush, this eyeshadow everything brush is more dense on one end, and I'm just swiping it into indigo. You just want to use a teeny tiny bit, but it just deepens those brows. And then indigo is another contour color, but I really like it for brows. So again, I just want like a pretty soft finish today. We have like a really deep eyeshadow that I use sometimes, and I do like that option, but just for like a pretty quick, you want your makeup done but nothing crazy, I like this option. So that is another way to do it, and I love that you like have a million options. Okay, so let's go back in with the lips. So I'm just wiping my brush off on a towel that I have next to me, and I'm using that same end, and I'm gonna come into Bare. The eyeshadow everything brush really can be used for everything. So I have Stone on my lips first, and then I'm just using Bare to fill in the rest. So that contour is going to act a little bit like a lip liner. And I just want like a really pretty basic nude. Ta-da! And the same color is on my cheeks. So let's move on to eyeshadow. So I am going to start with, I'm going to show you guys Tangled, Bird, Trust, and Rigoletto. So I'm going to start with Tangled. It's a cream powder, and I like to use this as a primer. So I'm just going to pop this on my eyelids, slap it on. There's not a wrong way. And this is going to like prime and kind of act as a base and hold my color where I want it. You could use an eyeshadow primer if you want. I have used an eyeshadow primer before, but it is not necessary. So I am gonna come in first with Bird, just a little teeny tiny bit. You wanna find your crease and just kind of pop into that eye socket with your brush a little bit to find your crease and just sweep this back and forth. Then I'm gonna bring some down on my lower lash line and just keep blending. So get a little bit more, tap off the excess, find that crease. So you always want to start with your lightest color first. That's going to be your transition. So I am going to come in with a little bit of Trust, and I'm just going to line my bottom lash line and kind of blend that out. Ta-da. Okay, so I really just like Trust for my bottom lashes, and then Rigoletto, I can use my finger. This is a shimmer. This is really pretty, and I'm just gonna pop this on the middle of my lid and work it out to where it's gonna meet Bird and meet Trust right at the outer edge. And it's just going to add a little bit of glam to my super basic nude look. And I'm just patting. It's not a loose powder, or it's not a loose powder. It's a shimmer shadow that is a cream. And this is actually, I don't think this is Rigoletto. This is Stardust. I'm sorry. Look at me. It is Stardust. So you can just come back in with your eyeshadow everything brush and just kind of blend that in. And I love it. Another hot tip that I love is to get your brush. I'm not dipping back into my color, but you can just pat along your eye and really just clean up that eyeshadow look with any excess that you have. I love that tip. I know sometimes eyeshadow is overwhelming and it looks really good, and then by the time it's done, it's like halfway down your face. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. And back to my B² brush. I'm going to use some bronzer and some illuminator. First, I'm gonna dip into Rose Gold. This is like one of my favorite cream illuminators, and I'm gonna pop it right under my brow, on my bridge of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. But I'm gonna take the fluffy end of my B² brush. I have Muse right here, Bella Bronzer right here, and my illuminator. If Bella Bronzer is ever out of stock, you can use Muse. If Bella Bronzer is not in, or is in stock, by all means use it. These colors are super similar. They're a little bit different of consistency, but that does not change the way that they go on. So I'm just gonna take my brush and I'm gonna swirl it on all three of them. You can see I have a little bit of product on there. And I am just gonna tap this on to the high point of my forehead right here. And just, I always think with bronzer, it's best to start with a little bit because you can always add more. So I'm gonna pop this on to the high point of my forehead on this side. The backs of my cheeks. Bridge of my nose, chin, and then just any extra on my neck. You can do your jawline. I don't like to keep dipping back in. Once you get a little bit on your brush, come on here. It's really easy to just keep buffing and blending and move that product where you want it. So this is just a really light dusting application of Bella Bronzer. So all I need to do is apply some mascara and I am done. So this is how to get ready in under 20 minutes. It's been 15 minutes. I do love, love, love these eyeshadows. You could make this deeper. You could use different colors that suit you. If you're not into camo and you don't have green eyes, I would love to help you build a custom compact, just like with any of our products. If you fill a compact, so this one is 6, and then you could put 6 on this side also. So if you were to pick 12 10s or 24 eyeshadows, you would earn your compact for free. Shipping is always free, and we have a 30-day return policy and a 60-day shade swap policy. So please reach out to me. I would love to help you get set up. This makeup has been a huge game changer in my confidence, my life, and my business. If you have any questions about this product, getting custom color matched, or the artist program, please reach out and I would love to help you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will post a before and after right after this, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.